Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple, from the Golden Bachelorette, are continuing their duties as Bachelor Nation alumni while disclosing the secret to their successful union. Joan and Chock are the first couple from the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, and they've been engaged since the season finale aired in late 2024. As a more mature couple in the franchise, viewers enjoy seeing how they make their romance work while living in different locations. Amid all of this, Joan recently admitted that her new life with Chock has been extremely difficult. Joan and Chock came to Los Angeles for the season 29 conclusion of The Bachelor, which saw Grant Ellis propose to Juliana Pasquarosa. Joan and Chock sat in the crowd for the finale, but they took a moment to do a 4-month check-in via social media. First, they commented on how familiar the ending seemed, since it reminded them of their own finale 4 months ago. The happy pair then discussed how hectic their lives had been over the last 4 months as they integrated their lives and got to know each other better. Chock remembered that someone had asked him the secret to their relationship, and he deadpanned, "Joan's in charge." They then went on to say they hope Grant is as lucky in love as they've been, and they put an end to any relationship rumors by saying, "People always doubt that we're still together. We're still together and doing better than ever." Spending time on the set of The Bachelor for Grant's season finale must have rekindled all the emotions for Chock and Joan. It was an excellent opportunity for them to go live on Instagram and check in with themselves and their fans about their relationship. Finding love on a Bachelor program creates a special bond with other Bachelor Nation favorites, so it seemed natural for Chock and Joan to not only lend their support, but also provide an update on their own relationship, given how committed viewers are. Joan and Chock were catapulted into the spotlight after appearing on reality television, and they look to be enjoying their newfound celebrity. They are quite active on social media, showing off their life and new ventures. They also show how much time they spend together in each other's hometowns, albeit it appears that Joan spends more time in Wichita than Chock does. Wherever the Golden Bachelorette stars are, they usually have a good time together. It must have felt weird to be sitting in the same room with the same host as they were 4 months before, soaking in the glory of their newfound love. Joan and Chock, who are living their real-life fairy tale, are the perfect people to give Grant guidance on how to navigate life and relationships after The Bachelor. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple had become an unexpected power couple in the world of Bachelor Nation. The Golden Bachelorette, a season focused on more mature contestants, had introduced them to millions of fans, and now, for months after the finale, they had settled into a rhythm that many admired. Their engagement was one of the season's biggest success stories, and though many had doubted that their romance would last beyond the finale's cameras, Joan and Chock proved everyone wrong. But not without their challenges. It wasn't the kind of love story people might have expected. The first season of The Golden Bachelorette had drawn audiences with the promise of mature love, and Joan and Chock's union was supposed to exemplify the idea that love has no age limit. But in the months following their whirlwind romance on reality TV, Joan had been candid with her fans about the difficulties that came with blending two lives so different yet so intertwined. The excitement of the cameras and the emotional highs of the finale had been replaced with the real work of figuring out how to live together, how to support each other's careers, and how to navigate the tension that came from the public eye. Joan had come a long way from the woman who, just a few years prior, was skeptical of love's second chances. At 55, she never thought she would find someone to share her life with after her first marriage ended in divorce. Yet here she was, engaged to Chock Chapple, a man she had met on national television. Chock, for his part, had always been open about his hesitations too. At 57, he had been living a comfortable life in his hometown of Boise, Idaho. He had raised his children and enjoyed the quiet of his existence before the producers of The Golden Bachelorette had convinced him to take part in the show. He was candid in interviews about the fear he felt when his heart started to connect with Joan's, the way the intensity of the experience left him questioning if it was real. Their relationship was an anomaly in the world of reality TV, one that was not bound by fairy tale illusions or unrealistic expectations. When they sat together for their 4-month check-in on Instagram, it was a moment of vulnerability for them both. They had spent the last few months apart, juggling their lives and careers. Joan had spent most of her time in Wichita, where her family lived, and Chock had been shuttling between Boise and Los Angeles to keep up with his responsibilities. Their busy lives made it difficult to always be physically together, but the emotional support they gave each other kept the flame alive. "It's been harder than I thought," Joan admitted to their followers during their live session from the Bachelor finale. "I thought when the cameras stopped rolling, everything would magically fall into place. But it didn't. We've had to really work to make this relationship work." Chock, ever the jokester, grinned. "I just follow orders. Joan's in charge," he said, deadpanning to the camera. His playful remark got a laugh from the fans, but Joan nodded with a knowing smile. "It's not just that. But yes, Chock definitely knows I'm the boss of our relationship," she said with a wink. "But seriously, we have different lives, and trying to make time for each other, trying to balance everything, our careers, our families, the distance, it's been tough. It's not just about the cameras anymore. It's real life." Their authenticity resonated with viewers. Fans who had followed their journey from the Golden Bachelorette finale were eager to hear what Joan and Chock had to say about navigating life post-show, and they listened closely. Many of them had seen the same challenges in their own relationships, and seeing Joan and Chock openly share their struggles was refreshing. It reminded people that love isn't easy, no matter how old you are. We're living in different cities, and that's something we didn't think we'd have to work through. But we are working on it, Joan continued. We make time for each other when we can. And even when we're apart, it's not as hard as it once was. I know we'll figure it out. I'm not giving up on this, Chock added. We've come too far. And I want this to work. Joan's a keeper. But yeah, we've had some tough days. There were moments where I thought, is this going to work? But we're still here, Joan interjected. And we've made it 4 months. And trust me, I think we're doing better than ever. Their fans, most of whom had followed their relationship from its inception, were overjoyed by their continued honesty and vulnerability. The live stream ended with Chock and Joan sending their well wishes to Grant and Juliana, the newly engaged couple from the latest season of The Bachelor. "Grant, Juliana, we hope you two are as lucky as we've been," Joan said. "And we know that whatever happens, the key to making it work is always communication. Just don't listen to the doubters," Chock chimed in. "People always question if Joan and I are still together. We're together. We're doing better than ever. We've got this." After their public display of unity, Joan and Chock returned to their respective hometowns. For Joan, that meant Wichita, where she had embraced a quieter life outside the limelight. She had continued to work with her charity, focusing on supporting local women's shelters and developing a mentorship program for younger women looking to navigate relationships and careers. Despite the fame she'd gained, Joan remained rooted in her values and her desire to help others. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.